Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. Last episode we found purpose in this region. With our combined powers between my ability of stealing Pokemon and Rui's ability of seeing the shadow Pokemon this enemy team possesses, we made it our goal to capture every single shadow Pokemon and save the world from their tyranny. Now, what we were supposed to do is leave and go over to Pirate Town. Pirate Town is the place where Rui got kidnapped, so we want to go investigate. However, there is one more thing we can do in Phoenix City before we go, and I want to take care of that before we go. I also want to move Mukahita and Quilava into the starting lineup. As I said, I will be using Quilava. I'm not using Mukahita. However, as you can see, their heart gauge is already starting to open up a little bit. Also, if you guys notice differences in stats, I actually had to redo and replay up to this point. My memory card was like corrupted or something, so I had to use a different memory card. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah. It was kind of a pain, but we're back. It's all good. But I want to use this as an opportunity to talk about Shadow Pokemon and their mechanics, because they actually do behave a little differently. So in here, this is the pre-gym. Yeah. Hello, I'm Justy. I'm in charge of running the pre-gym. Judging by your appearance, I would say that you're traveling, the two of you. Well, what do you think? Since you're already here, how do you feel about like having a battle? Sure, why not? Alright, let me introduce you to the trainers of pre-gym. When you're ready, go to the battle area in the center and stand on the left-hand side. We gotta set ourselves up because you gotta be all epic and stuff. This is just a couple more battles you can do before you go up into Pyro Town. They're not necessary, but as you're gonna see, you're gonna want to do a lot of battles throughout the main story of this game just for completion's sake. Do you feel like taking on some grass type? I wouldn't mind taking on some grass types right now. Alright, so upon sending them out in battle, you're going to see that, maybe you can see it, you're going to see very slightly that their shadow meter also goes down. You can also see that their shadow meter is replacing their XP bar for right now. That is because shadow Pokemon cannot gain experience, which is kind of unfortunate. However, I will say when they are purified back to their original state, you will get the lump sum of all the experience that Pokemon gained up until that point. So let's say you gain about 10,000 experience worth of experience, and as soon as you purify, you're going to get that all at once. So you get like a big level jump. It's pretty cool. Shadow Pokemon also have this unique thing they do. I'm trying to show it off, but they just didn't want to do it. When you use Shadow Rush, it has a chance of happening. Fortunately, it didn't happen in this first battle, but it's fine. We'll try again in battle number 2. We got 4 battles here. It's gonna be a running trend of 4 battles. It's kind of a thing, you'll see. The area that he just went to is actually really cool too. I'm gonna show that off after we beat 4 of them. Uh-oh, water types. Quilava's not good against water. Not sure if that's actually enough to show off. Yeah, it should be. So as the shadow meter reaches lower and lower stages, you'll start unlocking some of the moves. The moves in the bio is the moves that you will be unlocking. They are in the order that you unlock them. The very first move is the move that you will get after you purify the Pokemon, because the Pokemon won't know Shadow Rush anymore. It's usually the best or the most unique move to the Pokemon, which is a little unfortunate because you don't gain the ability to purify for for a little bit, but as you can see, these Pokemon are a little higher level than our starters and a little stronger than the Pokemon we're facing right now. You can make do with any Shadow Pokemon up until the point of Purification. Near the end, like the very end before Purification, it's a little tough, but it's definitely doable. You just gotta be smart. We are not getting lucky with our thing. I'm actually gonna speed up because these are just very boring, monotonous battles. No offense to these guys, it's a pre-gen, they're learning. But when the thing that I want to show off happens, I will slow it back down, we'll talk about it. But for the next two battles, I'm just gonna speed it up, play some music in the background, and y'all just sit back and enjoy me spamming Shadow Rush, because that's about all I can do. Okay, so that is what I was trying to show. Oh, that's not good. That is what I was trying to show. Quilava went to this thing called Hyper Mode. Now, what is Hyper Mode? Hyper Mode is a mechanic that Shadow Pokemon do when they use Shadow Rush, or any Shadow. I think Shadow Rush is actually the only Shadow move in this game. But when they use Shadow Rush, they have a chance of going into this Hyper Mode. Now, what can Hyper Mode do? Hyper Mode will, one, up the crit ratio of Shadow Rush, which makes Shadow Pokemon extremely powerful. This is a very overpowered mechanic. However, if you use any of its other moves, we don't have any moves with Quilava, but if we use any other moves, there's a chance that it will do a lot of the different following things. It could potentially not just use a different move, it would usually try to use Shadow Rush. It could attack your own teammate, it could attack the trainer, it could go back in its Pokeball, it could do a lot of crazy things. However, if you call the Pokemon, it'll come out of Hyper Mode and you'll knock off a big chunk of its Shadow Gauge. This is really helpful for purifying, however, you gotta know that going into Hyper Mode takes a turn, and coming out of Hyper Mode takes a turn. And in battles, like double battles, it's kind of detrimental if your other teammate isn't just one-hitting Pokemon and like doing damage control. So you gotta be smart about your usages of Hyper Mode. Sometimes you just gotta stay in Hyper Mode. Another thing I will mention is, in Hyper Mode, you cannot use any items other than a very specific item on a Shadow Pokemon. So keep that in mind. You won't be able to heal, you won't be able to use X items. I just got back-to-back critical hits. That's pretty cool. But Hyper Mode is very dangerous, but very rewarding if you can get it into a situation where you're just sweeping through teams, because you're just going to be crit hitting with 180 base power, and this early in the game, that's basically just one-shotting everything. Anyway, last battle, now we did that. I'm going to speed it up. Back to the music. Well, that's the first example of the Pokemon Feigning count. Now, that is not any kind of Nuzlocke challenge I'm doing. Essentially, what I do in a lot of my playthroughs, or all my playthroughs up until this point, is I have a death counter. Now, in Pokemon, it's a little harder to, I guess, have a death, because essentially that would mean you lose all your Pokemon in battle and you lose a battle. So I figured, because I like to rack up the numbers, because I like to do push-up videos at the end of my series based on how many deaths I have, we're going to do a feint counter, which means every time a Pokemon faints, which, guys, it's going to happen a lot because I do a lot of stupid stuff, we're going to count that, and at the end of the series, we'll do a push-up video based on that. Might be the biggest one yet. We'll see. The record to beat is 145 as of right now, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll be good this time. Probably not. Like I said, I do a lot of stupid things. But yeah, I guess might as well just finish this up. We beat our first pre-gym It is the only gym in this game, so don't get used to it. There's no gyms in the Ore region, which is, it's cool. I like when they try to do different things. Obviously, the whole 8 gym badges, Elite Four thing is a staple. But when they try to do new things, it's cool. I like change. My battling style must have been too sophisticated for you. I mean, you did knock out one of my Pokemon, so I guess you're decent. Whoa, that was inspiring. You showed me a great battle. You deserve a gift. I want you to have this. You get a white herb. You don't have a full party of Pokemon yet. When you get 6 of them, I'd like you to come see me. That's when I'll be your opponent. I'll be looking forward to it. I am going to recommend that you do not even think about fighting this guy until well, fair bit later. As for the white herb, I believe that will restore any status ailment, not ailments, let's say if you get like growled or tail whipped. I don't know the exact word for it, but when someone tries to lower your stuff, I wish we could get air on. Yeah, this is the area below. I just always thought this area was like super cool. Like, I just like the whole little naturistic thing, how you have, you know, your grassy forest area, you got a lake over here, you got like a desert area, and then like a more rugged area down here. Just, I don't know. I always like stuff like that. It's visually appealing to me. This is a train center. There's a variety of terrain, so any kind of Pokemon can train where they're most comfortable. You will never use this for anything. It is unfortunate. Anyway, with all that's... Actually, wait, no, there's one more thing to do. Oh, see, I almost forgot. Okay, I just went around and talked to everyone. I guess it's after you beat Justy. So, we'll come back for that later. It's not, like, too major. Let's head over. Actually, do I heal? Yeah, let's go heal real quick, and then we'll head out. Alright, let's head on out. So we can't go to Pirate Town yet. We have to go to the construction lot. Oh wow, look at that. That looks cool. Whoa, hold it there. This is a construction site. It's not a safe place to be. This is no place for tourists to visit. Go on, scram. There's really nothing to do here right now. We're gonna have to come back here in the near future for something, but nothing to worry about now. If you leave, now you can go to Pirate Town. Aw, Mr. Johnson, give a man a break here. I keep telling you, I don't know anything. That better be true, Kale. If you're gonna try to con me, I'll know about it. Mr. Johnson, sir, I wouldn't think about lying to you. You gotta believe me, right? Alright, fine. I'll let you off easy today. See ya. This place has the most epic theme ever. Top 10 in my most favorite Pokemon themes. Like, not like battle themes, but just like chill city themes. What a nitwit, of course. I haven't got a thing to tell you. This is Pirate Town, home of thugs, gangsters, and a whole lot of other dangerous people. A couple of the trainers here will battle you. He'll battle you, but we're not going to battle him. This girl battles you. We're going to actually talk to her. Oh, look at what we have here. You're quite the hottie. Why don't you lose that wallflower with you and be my sweetie? Wait a second. Who are you to call me a wallflower? What about me makes me a wallflower? Look at her. She's all serious. Uncool. I'm only teasing out of boredom. A guy like him, it's not my taste. That's it. I'm furious now. Wes, be a man. Stomp her down. Stomp? Who, me? That's a laugh. Come on then, I'll go easy on you. Oh, little Rui gets jealous. don't believe this train. Yeah, this trainer is really nothing substantial. Just some more Pokemon. One of the best feelings is to call a Shadow Pokemon out of Hyper Mode, and then KO the last Pokemon with your other one. And like when things like that line up, just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You got all serious. What kind of man battles a frail girl like me without easing up? You're not gonna win the hearts of girls that way. Pretty sure we already rizzed Rui up. Alright, so we head up here. Wes, it was here in this square that I saw that strange Pokemon. I tried to leave town afterwards, and that's when those creeps grabbed me. We should be careful. Even at the best of times, there's nothing normal about this town. This is Battle Square, and there is a lot to do here. There's 5 trainers. All of them have Shadow Pokemon. That guy, too, also has a Shadow Pokemon. We're going to do some of it this episode and knock out the rest next episode. So let's start off with this guy. You're looking to battle with me? That's too funny. Come at me as your life depended on it. I don't know who laughs like, yeah, Mr. Ryder Vant here. Mr. Ryder Vant has a Mischievous and a Zigzagoon, and if you guessed correctly, that Mischievous is actually the Shadow Pokemon I was just talking about. Mischievous is a lot better than you would probably assume. Now, I will say that Ghost being a physical type in this game, it hurts. It hurts it quite a bit. However, the AI in this game is also very, very poor at times, and will use normal moves, fighting moves, or even ground moves against it, which it all just straight out resists. If you watched a more well-known YouTuber who played through this game, you will know that this thing can do some very, very good things for you. As a member of your team, you can definitely make good things out of it. Shadow Ball, as you can see, still does damage. Oh my god. And this is what I'm talking about, Hyper Mode being a nuisance sometimes. Shadow Ball can still do damage, even though it's not really helping with its stats. It's still stab. Same type attack bonus for you guys who don't know what stab means. Let's do that, and let's just try to throw a ball. Honestly, these earlier Pokemon, it's sometimes better to just throw a ball early. Anyway, though, Mischievous, definitely it's an option. I believe it's one of the very few Ghost types you can use. And you might as well catch it for the spell tag item, if anything else, that if you do use a Ghost type move on a Pokemon, you have the little stat buff. Confuse Ray is also really overpowered. Very overpowered move. Alright, so back into the battle. This is not going well for me at all. I don't want to use Bite on Mischievous because I feel like it's going to KO it. I'm going to try to throw another ball, honestly. It's probably stupid to do this, but it's just risky. It's really risky, and I wouldn't want to use Shadow Rush until I called Lava. And I feel like I'm just getting set up on making no progress. This is not... Okay, that's not working. I'm going to have to use a Bite. I'm just going to have to risk it for the biscuit. That does a lot of damage. Okay, forget what I said. Mischievous is strong, apparently. Oh, that's really bad. That is actually really bad. We are gonna Bite, and we're actually gonna switch out just because I feel like I'm gonna lose Lava if I stay in no matter what, and he might be able to come back out later on in the battle, and that'll be more beneficial to me. That Shadow Ball's gonna hit Makahita. Jeez, that does so much damage. I promise, I have never had this much problems with this battle before. This is insane. Ugh. Oh my god. I'm getting absolutely shredded. Alright, we need to do that, and we need to use a Great Ball on the Mischievous. This is going very, very poorly. If I didn't already have my team of 6 set, I would say this is a sign to use this Mischievous, but I think we got it here. So what's really cool is when you snag a Shadow Pokemon from him, you can actually send that Pokemon right back out and have it battle. So like you could literally use the Pokemon against it in battle, which is, I think, pretty cool. Fortunately, I believe this is going to be Makahita going down. Alright, so we're already at 3 push-ups. So like I said, this might be the most push-up. That art looks really cool. Wait. Oh my god, it's a shiny? Oh my god, that's so... I don't know if that's the 1 in 8,000. Oh my god, that's 1 in 8,000, I think. Bro, what? Oh my god, I'm bugging right now. I can't even believe this. This is crazy. Oh god, do I use this thing? I feel like I have to. I feel like I actually have to use this thing now. Oh my god. That's insane. That's actually insane. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna use this. Alright, wow. I'm sorry, I'm literally at a loss for words right now. That's actually insane. It's actually... Alright. Gotta snap back into reality here. That changes some of the dynamics though for the team. That definitely... Oh my god, it's a hyper mode fiend. I'm gonna cut back to when this battle's done because this is ridiculous. Oh, that was easy for you. Losing like that snapped me out of hyper state. Did you know if a Pokemon goes into hyper mode, call its name and its head will snap back into reality? Why do the trainers here have those strange Pokemon? I'm sure right now this town's hiding a big secret. Dude, we got a Shadow Mystery. This is actually insane right now. Alright, well, meet the 3rd member of the team. I wasn't expecting it to come this soon, but yeah. On that note, I think we're going to end off the episode. Next episode, we're going to continue on Battle Square, or Dual Square. I don't know. It's a circle. Why is it called a square? It's a circle. Anyway, I'm still bugging. I gotta go calm down or something before I go to this next episode. This is like my 4th shiny Pokemon I've ever caught in my life. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, because I enjoyed making this episode. I'll see y'all next time for some more Pokemon Colosseum.